You are looking live at a lively and fun Two Docs Brewing here in beautiful Lubbock, Texas. I'm your host, Dylan Wynn, alongside my co-host and president of the Mozos, Caleb Lester.
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing fantastic. It's finally game day again. 350 days. Well, 305, right? Did you calculate?
301. 301 from our last game.
301 days since the last game against Hickory FC in the Elite 8 of the NPSL playoffs. We are back. It's a new team, a new league, some familiar faces, and new ones at that. We are ready for a brand new season in the fifth year.
Fifth year.
Fifth year of the club's existence, fifth year of the Mozos' existence. We are so ready to go. Caleb, buddy, it is time again. We've been talking about this forever.
Yeah, I mean, I've been making this joke on the Discord. Like, I've been counting down to the hour, and it felt like even today, we were 1 hour away from kickoff, and I'm like, it still feels so far away. But, I mean, we're here now. I mean, we got 29 minutes till kickoff. We've got a very good squad this year, but to be fair, so does every other team in this league,
yes.
and that's the main difference we're looking at here. Fort Worth, who finished fourth in our conference last year, division now, they're still going to put up a really good fight today. Coming off of a disappointing result against a fairly good Denton side. We'll obviously go more into previewing Fort Worth later, but I mean, you can tell how excited I am for this.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is a big time matchup here, and we've got the schedule as well. This league, this system now, we went from 7 teams to 6 teams in our division.
Yep.
We play each team home and away, and then 2 other teams either away twice at their place or home twice at our place. So it's a very fun schedule, and I think, as you were saying as well, this is kind of an all-star division. Every single team was either top 4 in the NPSL Lone Star last season,
yep,
or they were in the USL already, or they were in the USL 1.
Well, and I think a very interesting part of that, it's not just the squads that are bigger. This conference is going to average the highest attendance in this, this division. You're going to hear me do that a lot. This division is going to average the highest attendance in the whole nation.
Absolutely.
In the USL2 level. I mean, you got McKinney, who's averaging 4,000 last year. You have us, who is hitting the heights of 6,000, almost getting to 7. Just that amount of fan support is what's really going to drive this division and make it so competitive, is because every game really does matter.
Yes, every single game matters, and instead of having 10 games now, we have 12 games. We've got 6 home, 6 away, plus playoffs. And, we started off tonight here at the very top left-hand corner of that schedule. We returned for our home opener against the Vaqueros again, and then we close it all out at the end of the season, July 11th, against that team down south, our biggest rivals, West Texas FC.
Yeah, I mean, it's fairy tale stuff, isn't it? Sadly got the better of us last year. I mean, we won the one that mattered.
Yes.
But going away there twice is a big deal.
That is massive, yeah.
And, one of the things we were talking about when we went on talking USL2 with Crisal was, honestly, your home games aren't the ones that there's a lot of pressure on.
Yes.
It's the away games. It's where you can go grab an away win. And it's going to be those 2 West Texas away games. Or can we go steal a point? Can we go steal all 3 points and bring them all back? Because every game in this is a 6-pointer. You are dropping somebody below you, and you're going above them.
Yes.
And it's just to be that kind of moving and changing of the scenery all season with such a small conference size.
As of right now, as we move into what happened this past week in our division, only 1 game has been played. Denton defeated Fort Worth 4-0 at Fort Worth at Docs Stadium. Games today will kick at 7:30 p.m. Central, so just under 25 minutes from now. We've got McKinney as well against Denton at McKinney at Ron Post Stadium. That is the game of the week on Sports Engine Play, and then our game, of course, kicks at the exact same time. Currently, Denton at the top of the table with 3, whole lot of zeros in between there, and then no points, 1 loss. Fort Worth at the very bottom there. Watching that game last week, Caleb, what are some pointers that you could see from that Fort Worth squad that will show up tonight?
It was a really confusing Fort Worth team because when you think of Fort Worth and their coach, Tony Marola, the thing you think about is structure and consistency.
Yes.
They play a back 5. They're going to frustrate you, and they're just going to be so structurally sound that you can't break through them. Well, they didn't bring that kind of energy in that game against Denton. That's where you saw a lot of them concede a lot of these goals, is just from general unorganization. And you wonder, they've had a week to prepare now for Lubbock, but Lubbock has also had a chance to watch their match film and see it. And you just wonder, what has the Fort Worth team changed, and what has Lubbock seen that they're going to try to exploit today?
You're talking about changes, right? You're talking about a lot of change and stuff. If you want to change up your scenery, let's take a quick moment to talk about our beautiful sponsor here, Lubbock Abstract and Title. Whether buying, selling, or refinancing, or building your brand new home, Lubbock Abstract offers complete escrow, closing, and insuring services. Talk to Cam and tell him that the Mozos sent you. Thank you, Lubbock Abstract, for sponsoring the Mozos for a third year, actually. How many years has Lubbock Abstract been sponsoring?
I believe this is his second official year.
Yes.
But love to have him.
Love to have Cam.
You're going to see a lot of new things in the Mozos section this year, and that stuff costs money.
Yes.
And so sponsorships from Cam and stuff like that are just, great things that he brings to us, but it also, really helps on the charity side and all that, which we've been looking to, explore way bigger avenues of going down, and people like Cam who are so gracious to lend us money and, be a part of this organization in that way. I mean, it's just massive.
Absolutely, and big shout out to Cam as well. He just welcomed his second child into the world, so congratulations to our family to yours.
I do have to make a shout out because I'm in trouble.
How are you in trouble, Caleb?
So it is my grandparents' anniversary today.
Oh.
And they had a family get-together, and I was told I was okay not to go.
Okay.
But Liz and Steve Lester, happy anniversary. Love you all to death. So, Grammy, when you see this later.
Yes. Mozo Grammy, we love you. A big supporter of the show, big supporter of us.
Big supporter of the show.
Can't wait to go out for football tailgates and see Grammy again.
Yeah, what a woman.
What a time. What a person indeed. Well, that's a big-time game as well. Of course, we were talking McKinney and Denton. And speaking of the other teams in our league and our table here, we have your league table ready to go here. Caleb, let's run through this. This is where who he thinks is going to run from top to bottom of the division.
Yeah, I mean, we'll start from the bottom up. Mm-hmm. So Fort Worth, obviously coming off of that Denton game, it didn't feel like a Fort Worth team. Mm-hmm. I mean, we talked about it last year. Fort Worth's bottom is last.
Yeah.
Their top is that, breaking the table kind of team.
Yes.
And, it's because of the structure and stuff they have, and I just didn't see it. I mean, we're so early in the season. Mm-hmm. They could come out today and be the Fort Worth we know. Next up, Texoma. Very, very interesting situation that no other team in this, division has.
In the entire USL2,
they were a pro team last year.
Yes.
And so you just want to see how they adjust to this level. I mean, talking with some of the Texoma guys, talking about their closest team to them was in Omaha.
Yeah.
And now there's one right across the street pretty much. Mm-hmm. So you just wonder how they're going to adjust to this level and adjust to, honestly, the mindset of this level, how hard you're going to have to fight for points at this level. Up next, I'm going to pair these two teams together.
Yes.
Denton and West Texas. These two teams could swap for me.
Okay.
So
it's like the gap between Texoma and Denton and West Texas is kind of just there's a decent sized gap.
So there's a decent sized gap between Texoma and whoever is going to be in that fourth spot, in my opinion. But West Texas and Denton, I think it could just be 1 or 2 points in there. Mm-hmm. Talking about West Texas, they had a friendly game against Sun City FC, who's playing in the MPSL and UPSL out of El Paso.
And a very interesting point about that, they're playing in the MPSL. They're a Texas team, but they're playing in the Golden Gate Division.
Yeah.
They're playing against all the teams in the Bay Area of the MPSL. They don't have any home games.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
It's so weird.
The MPSL has just gone so far downhill that we can't even get an El Paso team to have a true good schedule with people around them and get their fan support going.
Yeah. But so that's the reason I had them in fourth today. They drew the game 2-2, won 5-4 in penalties. You still win the game.
Yes.
But it just... Well, first of all, they didn't have a live stream, so we couldn't really watch it. We're on to you. We know why you did that.
We know why you did that.
But, just I want to see more from them. I don't want to see more from them. I want to watch them burn.
Of course.
But as a neutral...
We don't know. We really don't know what's happening.
Yeah, as a neutral, you want to see more from them. There's just a lot of just mediocrity around there. Of course, they beat us last year. All credit to them. And they won in the regular season, lost in the final. But... I want to see more from them, and I think it's going to be really interesting seeing them in their first game. Moving on to Denton. they won their first game 4-0. I mean,
Big.
you got to respect them. Of course, like we talked about earlier with that Fort Worth side, who's really struggled with that game. I really want to see how Denton matches up against a higher quality team, which we'll see today versus McKinney. I think I'm going to have an eye on that game the whole time, really just trying to dissect these two teams and see what's really there. And then on McKinney, we'll give you your contract reading. Frank Yallop, the former MLS two-time Coach of the Year.
Two-time Coach of the Year with
we keep making this joke that we swear it has to be in his contract. Every social media post
every single social media post says Frank Yallop.
It has to include his name and that he was a two-time MLS Coach of the Year.
And usually, baseline, it's just his name.
Yeah.
But sometimes they say two-time MLS Coach of the Year, Frank Yallop.
Yeah.
And I'm on Twitter, that's got to be just eating at your character limit.
Sure. But I still think they have a very good squad, and he obviously is a good coach. Let's not lose the plot here.
Yes.
But the thing we're looking at is how can he adjust to this level, and how quickly can he get his team to gel. We'll talk about that when I eventually talk about Lubbock. But at this level, you have such a short time with these players, and especially at the start of the season. There's this whole saying about most soccer seasons that it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Yes.
This is not that. This is a 400-yard dash. Yeah, you got to pace yourself a little bit. But if you mess up somewhere on a corner, 2-3 games in, you might be out of the title.
Yeah.
We saw that with teams like Laredo last year, who won every game. And they had to win every game because there's only one spot. Only the first team makes the playoff.
Yes.
And if you don't go through it and compete at that high level and fight for every point that you get, you're not in. Second is last.
That's a very important distinction as well that we need to make clear to anybody who's tuning in for the first time since we signed off last season. The NPSL had a 4-team playoff in our division.
Yeah.
Now we don't have that. The number one team in the Ranger division moves on into the playoffs. Second place doesn't get anything. Your season is over. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You are done if you are second place.
Yeah. And so moving on to, obviously this wouldn't be the Mozos podcast if we didn't have Matadors first, but talking about this squad and the amount of energy in it. Coming off of last year, our main problem in the midseason last year, which is one of the main reasons we lost those 2 games against West Texas. We drew those games against Oklahoma. The team had no bite. Yeah. There was no bite to that team. It was a very skilled team, and it was a very well-structured team, but when somebody came and punched them in the mouth, they didn't punch back.
Yeah.
The thing that I've seen just from the players recruited, the kinds of players recruited, what we've heard from practices, this team has that bite.
Yes.
And I really want to see that today against what should be a tough Fort Worth team. I want to see them grit their teeth and grind out a result. And results like that are what lead to league titles. If you can win a game, you're not supposed to, and if you can win those 2-1 games, if you can take a 0-0 and turn it to a 2-1, those are the games that win you league titles. Those are games that are going to get you into playoffs. And that's the main thing I want to see from this Matador side, is just the grit to get over it.
Absolutely, and that's the best part about this division as well. It just feels like such an all-star division.
Yeah.
It just feels so cool to be in basically, essentially in the big leagues.
Yeah.
This is like the most travelable division we've ever been in since maybe the first year of our NPSL campaign. Not even then. We are it's all teams in DFW and then Midland and then us.
Yeah.
And I'm a little miffed that we were not selected to be part of the Prinks Golden Tire Cup.
Dumb.
But because we use our tires more than any of the
we're driving
DFW
further
ones.
than everybody.
We're driving further than anyone. I mean, Prinks, maybe you don't sell tires in West Texas.
No.
I don't know. Is it a discount tire thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got no idea. But at the same time, though, it's really cool seeing an actual cup sponsored for a bunch of teams in the USL2 in your division, sponsored by a company. That's a really cool thing to see.
I mean, it just shows how much this level has grown. We were talking with a friend of the show, Carlos Tonario. We were talking last night.
Happy graduation, Carlos.
Happy graduation.
Go Bows.
He's a real person now.
Yes, he's a real man.
But we were talking about it, and the amount of growth you see at this 4th division level.
Yes.
Most of these teams, especially the higher echelon teams, you're talking about your Ballards, your Vermonts, your Lubbocks, obviously in this case, your McKinneys. They're averaging more than most of the USL 1 sides. The amount of fan support and energy at this level is growing at an exponential rate.
Yes. And I mean, really quick, if I could just cut to our free cam here. I mean, it's a full house.
Yeah,
for an away game.
There's a band outside. There's still probably maybe another 100 people outside.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're still 15 minutes away from kickoff.
Absolutely. I mean, look, 15 minutes away from kickoff, 15 minutes away from the season starting. But once the season starts, you got to look your best at these games, right? You have to look your best. And let's take a quick moment to talk about our shop, the Mozos shop at shop.mozos.org. We no longer have that crazy HTML link that we used to have. We now have a very clean URL. Get geared up for the Matador season at shop.mozos.org. Stylish hats, shirts, and stickers are all for sale and directly benefit the Mozos atmosphere, home and away. Playoffs merch will be coming once we hit playoffs. That was my old coffee, by the way. And playoffs merch coming soon. We actually have a merch for our first home opener on the website. We're not going to show it to you. If you're a member of the team or front office, do not look at it.
Yeah, it's bad luck.
It's bad luck, but if you are a fan, go grab it, wear it, get shipping, get ready for that Friday opener. It has our TIFO on the back, and then we're going to have a beautiful shirt about West Texas before our first away game to Midland. It's going to be a lot of fun there. But make sure to check us out. We've got very reasonably priced merch and everything.
Almost too reasonably priced.
Almost too reasonably priced. We got in a little trouble there because 2XLs kind of cost a little bit more, and we would go into the negative. So, we had to raise prices a tad. We have very reasonably priced merch, and all of that profit goes back into our nonprofit for us to use for smokes, TIFOs. I'm blanking. I got something here.
Youth scholarship.
Youth scholarship, helping out grow soccer in Lubbock, flag repair, instrument repair, because we have the instruments now.
Yeah.
Jeff has given us the instruments, so we have the instruments now.
I had to go buy batteries, and I didn't realize how bad the economy was until I had to go buy batteries.
Right? So we need these funds to help us bring this amazing atmosphere into the USL2 season. So go on over and support us at shop.mozos.org. Let's move on to my league table, and I have a few different opinions as the sort of non-ball knower of the chat here, but here's my reasoning. First things first, Fort Worth, last place. I think this Fort Worth team is very dark horsey.
Okay.
You could probably have them go on a massive run and then finish mid-table halfway through the season. You have to have your head on a swivel in this division. Anybody can beat anybody. But for now, I think Fort Worth is the weakest team in the division. Then again, we have only watched one game, so we don't really know. Next up, we have Texoma. I think Texoma has their heart in the right place. I think they are getting as many players as they can. Their fan base is ready to go. They've moved stadiums as well to Denison, which is more central in those three cities up near the Oklahoma border. So I think a lot more fans are going to show up and have fun and support the team. A lot of the supporters were actually also saying, we should have started as a USL2 team and then moved up. Because I think the Texoma region is beautiful. I think it's perfect hotbed for soccer culture, but you should have started at that USL2 level and then moved up. So, and then again, this is a former pro team. They probably have more resources than anybody else on our level in theory. So, then again, I'm putting them down because I just don't know what they are at the moment. After that, I have Denton. They're a very strong team, and I think for these top four, there's a huge gap in between 6 and number 5 and number 4 here. Denton Diablos. I mean, these guys are crazy. They're always really good. They usually make playoffs, but they just let go of their head coach this past season. They have a new guy in charge there, so I think Denton is right at that 4 spot. At the 3 spot, the McKinney Chupacabras. Now, I think both these teams, McKinney and the team down south, West Texas FC, can flip. But, man, this is really difficult to see, 2-time MLS head coach of the year, Frank Yallop, coaching a squad. I mean, that is nothing. That is not nothing, No. That is not nothing. That's what I'm trying to say. That is not nothing. That is something. That is massive. Yeah. And Hitch, for his hometown club, is paying the big bucks and making it happen. They, alongside us, are probably the clear-cut front runners for the division title. And we don't know how it's going to go. We only play them twice, so we have to win those games, and those are must-win games. So if you're going to be out there, go out to McKinney, come out here whenever we play them. And number 2 for me, that team down south, they're going to summon some weird devil magic. They're going to have some crazy dark magic. I don't know. That's such a hard part, Caleb. We don't know until we see how we play. We're kind of shooting in the dark a little bit, but I think it always happens. This West Texas team finds a way to beat us and then beat all the other teams enough to just get up and eke up into the standings and get the best of us.
Well, and that was one of the things I was talking about with us not having bite.
Yes.
West Texas had bite.
West Texas
and
had bite.
That's why they won those games. And I think, we got to bite back. But I think if West Texas has that same bite they did last year, and they still have that chip on their shoulder with that, the team up north and all that, they may be able to really compete in this conference or division.
We have to flip everything now, but yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Yeah, dark magic. I mean, that's Sean. Exactly. It's going to be dark magic. Something bad's going to happen. I don't know. I just have too much trauma from the past seasons to be freaking out about it. So that is just my take. That is just my thought process there. And of course, Lubbock Matadors in the top. It wouldn't be the Mozos pod without it. But honestly, anybody in the top 3, even 4, can win the league. I think any team in this division can win the league. Everybody has very, very good resources. Everybody has really, really good players. It's going to be a very, very fun season. It's going to be the best season of Lubbock soccer you have ever seen. So. Another thing that's probably the best thing that I've ever seen as well is we have to talk about our gracious sponsor, Two Docs. Thank you, Two Docs, the official sponsor of the Post Match Pint and the official brewery of the Mozos. Come by every game day for specials on their incredible selections of beer and wine. I am drinking currently a beautiful Chilton Goes. Oh yeah, they're gonna have a Dos Doctores or the Matadors brew here very soon as well. They also have wine now.
Oh.
They have a bunch of wine and stuff. They brew it in-house.
Like red wine, white wine?
Red wine, white wine, sangrias.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. The sangria is
Are we having a little wine if we win the league?
Absolutely. A little wine if we win the league. We're not going to whine about it. We're going to ingest the wine.
Okay,
you know
that one was bad. That one was bad. The other ones were pretty good. That one was bad.
I'm sorry. I got to have one stinker.
Yeah.
I got to have one stinker in there. Members get free pints every away day party while supplies last. Sign up for the loyalty program. During away days, normally it's $25 a month. During away days, if you sign up right now, $18 a month.
What's the most important part of that, though?
One
free beer.
You get a free pint every single time you come here. So, theoretically, if you are a part of the Mozos Ultras, thank you, Taylor.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
Speak
the
of the
GM
devil.
Taylor just gave us our Ultras member benefit. If you're a part of the Mozos Ultras, you get a free beer every pregame party. And then you also get a free beer here. So you can get 2 free beers at every pregame party, 1 free beer every away day party. That's 18 beers. That's a lot of free beer. So join their loyalty program over on twodocsbrewing.com. Go visit that for more info. Again, free pint every time you visit, 20% off merch, 20% off to-go beer. Yep. And I mean, come on, it's free beer.
It's a great deal.
It's a fantastic deal. $18 a month. You're spending more on Netflix. You're spending more on streaming services. You're spending a lot more on everything. So that is a big deal there. Thank you so much to Two Docs. And speaking of spending money, we're going to do a back-to-back sponsor segment here.
Oh, look at that.
Shop.mozos.org/supporters. Join the Mozos Dues program. We've gotten rid of the Mozos season ticket, and now you can support us directly, either $20 or $45 a year. Become a Mozos member today and keep the noise going for just $20 a year. You can become a voting member and access exclusive content for the most diehard Matadors fans. For $45 a year, you get all of that, plus a complimentary scarf, stickers, magnets, a free beer before home games, and much, much more during the season. Support the Mozos and Lubbock Soccer today. Sign up at shop.mozos.com/supporters. All those benefits are right here next to Caleb on that screen. $20 or $45 a year. That is a big deal there. And alongside your $60 season tickets, that's cheaper than the Mozos season tickets last year. Yeah. So fantastic stuff there. Let's move on to the game at hand here. The Lubbock Matadors march into Dockesil Stadium to face the 0-1 Fort Worth Vaqueros. The forecast high of 91, low of 74. It feels like 91. It definitely feels like 95 out here today. It is bad. It's massively bad. It's partly sunny, breezy, and warm. Sunset will occur at 8:22 p.m. Central. It's 44% humidity, and the UV index is 11, so I hope the boys have brought sunscreen. Speaking of the boys, we got our starting 11, don't we?
Yeah, so I'm not going to read it off of the starting 11. I'm going to read it by position.
Go for it.
So in goal, we have Max Levitin. If you're a Mozos Dues member, you know why we're checking that.
Yes, we are checking that.
Okay, in your defense, Theo Buttersworth, the man himself. Matthew Reed, the Creighton man. Andre Savage, the other Creighton man. Kobe Avila. Sorry, we're getting there. I clicked off something. Okay. In the midfield, Brady Schumacher. The American, the high schooler who just graduated. So good for him. Rope Salo, the Swiss?
I think he's Swiss.
Former professional.
Yes.
Omar Ramadan, the other Creighton man. How many times will I say that? Take a shot every time we say Creighton man. Salvador Martinez, the hero from the Open Cup. Momo Diop, and
just Momo.
Just Momo.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Momo
Momo
Diop. No problems. And Jonathan Cardona.
Hey,
sorry, I had this all clicked on here, and when I went and started scrolling, it unclicked them all.
Unclicked all everything. But yeah, we've got of course head coach David Ormiston is doing his thing at the moment, and we are getting the stream up as we speak. We got 5 minutes before game time here, Caleb. Potential Fort Worth starting 11 in their loss against the Denton Diablos. Goalkeeper Andrew Bremer did not look his best. Who do you think can attack the goal spot here? One of our forwards. Who do you think is that a big thing?
It can't be one person. It has to be a team effort. Yes. If you're a goalkeeper and it's one guy attacking the whole time, you're going to kind of keep an eye on him. If you can move the ball around and manipulate those passing lanes and get the goalkeeper moving, because that was his problem. He would move and he would have awful positioning. And if we can just manipulate that positioning of him, we're going to find the corner. I mean, especially with players like Momo Diop who can curl that ball.
Yep.
I mean, that's what we're looking to do today. Have these sweeping passing motions. We call it the hacksaw. Mm-hmm. You just dig every time you go in. And that's what we got to look to do today and just manipulate that uncertain back line today.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, Sean knows sports. Our Stanford Steve, knowers know, our Stanford Steve of the chat, he predicts 6-0 Lubbock here. I'm assuming maybe 2 to start the first half and then 4 explosion. Last game against Denton, it was 1-0 Denton into the half, and then Denton exploded in the second half. I think they really identified the Vaqueros' different weaknesses and went for those as well. If we take a shot every time you say Creighton, I would die. Yes, I agree. I agree there, Sean. We actually have a Creighton flag that we're going to be flying in our section because we have so many guys from Creighton. Caleb, what is your score prediction?
So, as I did last year, I have my fan prediction and my ball knowledge prediction.
Okay.
My fan prediction is 5-0.
Okay.
I think we will go and run the table. My little more reserved prediction, I'm going to go 4-1.
Okay.
I think, with how long these guys have been with each other, Fort Worth has had a game on us. They have some time to fix some things. I still think we'll be able to attack them well. But Fort Worth had some really good chances in that Denton game that they missed. And you just want to see how much they've improved their consistency on that side of the ball.
Absolutely. This Fort Worth team last season really got things going. I mean, last season in the NPSL, they surprised all of us and got 4th place. And they played West Texas pretty close in their semifinal match for the NPSL Lone Star. However, this is a new time. This is a new league. This is a new era for all of these clubs here. And I don't think Fort Worth has the gas. Give me 6-1 for the Lubbock Matadors. We let one go, but of course, we've got the man in net. Max Levet. Max will be in the goal as well. We've got a stacked goalkeeper room as well this season. I think that this is the time for the Matadors to show what we know, what we are made of, and how we can shine. And that will do it.
Also,
yes.
Can I tell you something I just realized?
Absolutely.
Duvon is not playing.
Duvon is not playing. The captain is not playing.
Probably on the sideline.
Probably kind of doing a little coaching.
Player coach.
A little little bit of assistant coach there. We'll see there. We'll see if he's also subbed in as well.
Yeah.
Well,
he's not on the bench either.
He's not on the bench either. Okay. Well, he made the trip.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we will find out indeed. Well, unfortunately, our broadcasts are no longer on YouTube, so go on over to Sports Engine Play for the match details. We will not be broadcasting during the match due to licensing agreements between the USL2 and the Lubbock Matadors. So, with that being said, we will have the fan reaction cam running all games, so keep us open here on the YouTube, on your tablet or TV or computer or whatever your smartphone, whatever you're watching this on. Throw up Sports Engine Play on the TV and watch these 60 plus, over 100 I'm pretty sure, including outside, fans here. Matadors faithful, hoping for 3 points to start this beautiful USL2 era. Caleb, let's finish on a win here. Any last words?
Set the pace.
Set the pace, set the tone. We will see y'all for the Post Match Pint right after the game. Enjoy, and let's go Matadors.
I love Andre.
I just said I love this game when you said I love Andre. Yeah. Is that Andre? That's not Andre, right? That's not Andre. Andre's playing. No way. Look, see, look, that's Andre right there, I think. Right there. Devon! That is Andre!
Just really quick. You're all good?
Welcome in everybody alongside Noah Barrett and Alessandro Vasquez. It's Star Wars night for the Fort Worth Vaqueros. Tonight, the Fort Worth Vaqueros are taking on the Lubbock Matadors for Sun's game ever in the USL2. In the Gospel Stadium at Elmwood Catholic High School, it'll be the Matadors USL2 debut tonight. A familiar foe that the Vaqueros have faced for the past 4 years in the NPSL. The Jedi Vaqueros wearing a dark green cube, the City Lubbock Matadors wearing a bright red. Last year, the Vaqueros were unable to get one over the Matadors points, but now both teams are in a new league, a new stadium, and an overall superior environment. It's bringing excitement to the already ecstatic city of Fort Worth. Noah, you got a 2-in-1 deal today as a broadcasting Vaquero covering the Vaqueros before this. What are you most excited for in today's matchup?
Yeah, Alessandro, the 2-for-1 specials after today, I'm starting to think they found out that I work for free. But I think this one has potential to be a really entertaining matchup from the opening whistle. The Vaqueros will no doubt be wanting to bounce back from their opening night defeat against the Denton Diablos last week. But Lubbock won't make it easy, undoubtedly, wanting to start their season on a high. This matchup has proved to have a little bit of everything in the past, so I have no doubt that in these clubs' first USL2 campaign, they should
deflected, plays it back to her body, and another cross that goes out. It'll be the first goal kick for the Matadors.
Already 30 seconds in, you can see the physicality that this game is going to bring. None of these teams want to bring the loss back home with them, especially Lubbock, who drove about 5 hours for this matchup. We're surely in for an entertaining picture today.
Florida, we can get City to see where it's all fly. These things. Cleared out. Lays it off, and the referee flag goes up. It'll be offsides.
Matadors going to be in a 3-back shape, playing a 3-4-2, and at times they can switch into a 3-6-1, really overloading that midfield. To combat that, Lubbock Matadors are in their classic 4-3-3 solid formation with his already early. Their captain, Theo Burnsworth, leading up early to make almost a 4-4-2 when they have possession of the ball. And the two kind of shape is super spread out, hoping to drive the Matadors out of position.
Just goes to show about this team last year. It was a huge difference in the gap of talent we had. And come this year, yeah, lost the first game and realized what your faults are. You have so much space in the field, being able to while also maintaining that defensive midfielder to drop back, play defensively, and kind of form that fullback, while just fully on standing and then being able to transition into that offensive opportunity when the time comes. Matadors look for crosses and blocks. An easy one for Burton.
You can see early on there, a lot of players coming through. Our captain, Butterford, is looking for those long switching balls to drive the cross out of position with a compacted midfield. That's typically how the Lubbock Matadors want to play, trying to switch the ball out and drag these players out of the space.
Picked up by Matadors. Trying to create something new. Matadors do that. Now shifting it over to the right side. Matadors down it. Back to the ground. Lays it off.
That started really quickly there. It's interesting. I think his first 10 minutes are really flying high, just testing each other's back lines, seeing what you can get away with, seeing where you can find out about the other team. I'm sure something's going down
Chris Jones there receiving the ball to that team. Crosses him out. First foul of the game. Given to the Matadors.
Chris Jones, born in Sierra Leone, he actually ended up moving to Texas at the age of 12 here. He's MLS Dallas Hornets background. So we should see a lot of pace and power here from Chris Jones. I think that's the profile of striker he is. That's what he's hoping to do tonight.
Yeah, I just started finishing Jones last match. Jones has gone through a lot of troubles to get to where he is today. Being in Sierra Leone and then eventually being adopted by his family here in Fort Worth. And since then, he's been growing here, kind of learning the value of the community. And now he wants to be able to represent not only his hometown, but be a motivation to those back there.
It'll be interesting to see how both teams play with this wind. The gust, almost a swirling gust, about 20 to 30 miles an hour. The heat has kind of died down a little bit into about the 70s and 80s. Not too hot of a night, but definitely windy. with Lubbock having the ball at their back now, with the wind, they're going to look for those over-the-top balls. So it's going to be up to Fort Worth to defend really stoutly in this first half and hopefully get those opportunities.
Number 77 who gives a cross inside. Outside the box, looking to play this thing number 90. Kobe Avila lays it off to 16 with the cross into the box, ahead on it. Still above. Vaqueros get there first. Now they talk for number 7. Takes it with his right foot, takes a shot, and Bremer gets there.
That's a really good save. Took a nice deflection for the Matadors and had to be really quick to react and push that line from the corner. Lubbock's lucky there.
First corner kick of the match given to the Matadors. Bremer with a stretching save. Curled in, ahead on it, Tanner just scores out for a goal kick for the Vaqueros.
That's a warning shot for the Vaqueros. There was a free header there for, I believe, number 6, Nico Kroos. That's the better there. That was an open header, just kind of nodded toward anywhere towards goal there. Trouble Bremer. Free header. Not going to get too far.
Done well by Bremer. I mean, he's got 1 4. Unfortunately, he got 4 goals scored on him last match, but he spent 3 years of English non-league football and won 2 promotions and reached the playoff final when he was at Wakefield FC. In that final, he made 9 saves, which just goes to show his talent and what he can bring to the team, especially now that they're gaining connections and have started practicing and learning about each other's play styles.
Yeah, I really like the Jones here early. He's giving everything he has, a lot of energy. And Jonathan Cardona is having a lot of trouble keeping up with him. I see that's 2 fouls on him, on Jones alone. I really like how he's doing so far. I think it's making by a to the team that they may have been lacking last time.
Now with Copper West, who switches the ball over. Copper had 2 shots that were just riveting against the crossbar. Now giving out really to the Lubbock Matadors. It's the number 20, the number 23 on the left wing. Takes it, keeps it. Lays it off to 77. Jonathan Cardona. Matadors switching to the right side. Finding that in the middle.
All strong players. And Vaqueros line up. They're not small themselves, but if you look at the size of the center backs, especially Andre Savage, plays D1 at Creighton University. He's 6'4", and we have Theo Buttersworth as well, who's 6 foot. So we have pretty much the entire back line to Lubbock here, especially the 2 center backs are over 6 feet tall. And I think it'd be interesting to see how Jones' physicality interacts with theirs.
You know, I had the opportunity to speak with Jones about a week and a half ago, and one of the main things he wanted people to look at was his strength. Just knowing that he can work off 2 guys when he has the ball, keep it, and try to make his way out of that situation. Just showing his prowess with his arms and his body, knowing that he knows how to play physical against this.
Really good to see the subs are utilized today as well. Some returning players. So it'll be interesting to see how Coach Mozos uses those subs.
Walks it into the box and Brown comes out and grabs it.
Pressing high from the start. Vaqueros just have to hold on for a little bit, sustain this pressure. That's what happens in a game like this. The game is 90 minutes. So as the game goes on, there's no way Lubbock will keep up this press for 90 minutes. So just deal with it, sit in a little bit, soak up the press, and find a chance to attack.
Now Jesse Garfield. Any attacking player up top.
far, losing his out of his goal. He's almost on the 15-yard line. The Vaqueros have the ball in a pretty promising position at the 50-yard line. So you can see they're wanting to play that high line, wanting to press the Vaqueros, and they want to get in their face early, especially with them winning at the back.
Finds it. Trying to get it over. Too short.
Lubbock's roster of D1 talent showing early. If you take a look at the roster, pretty much every person in their starting 11 has D1 experience or is at a D1 university right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Vaqueros compete with that. They have some solid players themselves, but this is a very high-level team that they're playing against. It's not going to be an easy match by any means.
Now building it through the right side. Rafai. Up to Jones. Bodied off, goes to number 15. Savick gets it back to Leviton. Leviton, he's coming off of that experience. He's had a full season with Campbell University. He's coming from, he started all 19. He started 19 games and missed one just because he wasn't there for their home opener. Number 90, finding his way through. The Vaqueros try getting it out through the left side. It's a little too short of a pass. It goes out, Matadors through and down the midfield.
So just a couple of fouls now and then, the tactical fouls, they're smart.
Yeah, no, and through the Vaqueros, that's what you want to show. I mean, the Matadors are coming out with a squad full of Division I talent. Vaqueros, mostly, actually, I believe there's just full of P2, B3, and international. Free kick lead off. Now second post, no one there. Vaqueros just getting that one out. on the left flank. Off the feet of Cardona. An easy throw-in for the Vaqueros.
Lost down there, the thread on this left window. A couple of great tuckers from them so far. You have to make sure to watch it.
Play quick, just switching. Matadors already putting pressure. Jones able to use his body to keep the ball. This guy now, Matadors back line. Cross gets it off to the number 23. Andrew Bremer gets a hand on it, hits the crossbar, and hits the top of the goalpost. It'll be a corner.
Wow, what a touch. Bremer is Aaron Martinez with the chance right in front of the 6-yard box. And Bremer makes an elite reaction time where they push it against the top of the goalpost for a corner.
Bremer trying to avoid another loss after a devastating 4-0 loss to the Diablos last year. Crossed in, no head on it. And it's out by the Vaqueros. It'll be another corner for the Matadors. Thrown into the box. Andrew Bremer coming out with it. After a conversation with Bremer that I had about 2 weeks ago, Bremer had let me know that any crosses and any throw-ins that are coming his way in the penalty spot, he's going to be. He's used to playing up high. He's used to that physicality from that English tier league football. And he's learned that he's got to be up there. He's got to win the balls up there, especially when they're in his box. He was actually telling me about his first game in England, corner kick. Came right to him and he just got flatted out on the ground, a straight cleat.
Obviously, it's completely different brand of football here in America, but having someone with that level of experience in that kind of international setting is definitely a big help for this season. So far, I've seen it so far.
The right side trying to get across, and was right. Got that one out. Now driving. Laid off. Well read by the Vaqueros. 23 lays it off to the right wing, number 7. And a little too hard and go out. Deflected off of the Vaquero. It'll be a corner kick, the 4th one for the Matadors. Just under 20 minutes. You're a little over 20 minutes. It looks like the style of play that the Matadors are playing. They're having their Division I striker, Aaron Martinez, number 23, dropping really deep. It's great, that kind of false 9 option, and allowing these wingers such as Gil to drive, pass, exactly. There's chances that the Vaqueros have help for now, but it's just there. Laid off short. Crossed in, outside of the foot, hits the crossbar. Stays in, but hit the top of the goalpost. Or the underside of it. It'll be a goal kick for the Vaqueros. Matadors already created danger early on.
It's interesting to go with that Stravella cross there, but we play the ball short, trying to play it angle. Put that ball to the far post, hoping for a potential opportunity for it. Almost not there.
Jones lead it off, falls, and he'll get fouled. 4 or 5 fouls that have been conceded against him. He's going to get beat up by this game.
You don't have to say where you're at because we already know where you're at. You don't have to say why. We already know. Don't say that. It's hot. It's hot, guys. Back to you.
Cross down to the right side.
That was a nice Division I project. 10 appearances and 7 starts for the Division. It's always nice to have a left-footed player on that side. Just kind of open the play up there for Arkansas. I did attempt to switch the play there.
The Matadors honestly being able to milk from any of the sides. They're able to go through the middle, they're able to counterattack, they're able to go to the right and the left.
It's going to be interesting to see how the Vaqueros put up with that. They've done just about enough now, but if it continues going like this, we have to think that Lovelace going to get a couple more clear-cut chances.
Number 7, Fawny on the ground right now, so looks like he's cramping up.
That all depends on
The intensity of this game has been so high, I'm not surprised to see it clear early enough. We'll see what Coach Tony Moreno does. Looks like all of them.
Looking for their 23 up top. Get out.
Yeah, and it looks like Coach Tony Moreno has already made a slight tactic tweak. It looks like defending now, they're defending more of a 4-4-1-1 shape. Like you said, to kind of cut off some of those angles that the Matadors have been attacking for, to provide a little more protection for those wide areas.
Now the 5th Matador corner. Curled in, looking for a head. There's a foot. under. And just enough to get it into the back of the net. Lubbock running further for Neal. You can't say it hasn't been coming. That was Lubbock's 5th corner of the game, and they've looked dangerous from set pieces so far today due to their height. And Savage just popped it in there 6'4", showing that he's a big presence other than just with his head in the air. Just have to give it to Lubbock. They've been on the front foot so far. It's going to be interesting to see how Fort Worth respond. They went behind early at Denton last week, so we got to hope they can bounce back and have a better performance than they did after the first goal. That goes to show about Savage's experience. He's had 49 college games under his belt with 47 starts. Matadors finding gaps in the midfield.
And now they have switched to a 4-4-1-1. It seems apparent that they have done so. It's going to be interesting to see with the current personnel they have on the pitch. You know, now you have Rafati playing as a right back of sorts, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can step into that role, even though it's a nice ball there from Martinez.
Matadors number 7 driving in between, finds his right wing, now between number 16 for the Vaqueros.
Yeah, there's just too much space in the middle there for Lubbock. They received that ball off a relatively high ball there from Savage, and there was just no one within 10 yards of the Lubbock midfielder. And Fort Worth, I get they're adapting their system, but they really need to step up and close that space down early because they're just getting played straight through now.
Now it's the second ball lost. The 6th corner for the Lubbock Matadors.
Luckily, we have 6 balls on the pitch, or we already have a delay. Someone's going to have some nice new soccer balls ready for them there back there.
Correction, not a corner kick, it'll be a throw-in. Now a goal kick. Tony Marola already sending 7 players to warm up.
That's something to watch out for Lubbock. They had a throw-in instead of a corner there, but they took that throw-in almost as a corner. Having a long throw is something that you always want to have in the locker, so it's something to watch out for the Buccaneers.
Kicked up, not trying to cross it. Dangerous plays, but unable to find it. Still a throw-in for the Vaqueros.
They're playing like back foot, but they're forcing a lot of balls down that center channel, and Lubbock's been up to the task of defending them so far.
Chris Jones looking for that cross and deflected off. First corner kick for the Vaqueros.
Jones has been the brightest Vaqueros player in my eyes, and I think to a lot of the fans as well. It's about a big round of applause there for his work to win that corner.
Crossed in. Back post, looking for someone down. And it's cleared out. We're throwing for the Matadors near the left flank. Done well by Garfields. Just keep that one inside, keep the ball themselves and play it back, keep that possession. Now still with the back line.
Definitely defending as a 4-4-1 right now, but Flocky's kind of moved up a little bit more in the attacking winger role, but now Coach Marola is telling him to check down for the ball and check back out.
To the top of the box. Matadors win it, play it well. And keep it. Looking for a through ball. To the left winger. Vaqueros losing.
And the Vaqueros weren't the only ones with a tactical switch here. It looks like Lubbock might have tweaked the way they're playing as well.
Cross. Her pass inside log, now with number 8. On the right side. Finds their 7. To their right wing. Looking for that cross. Number 4 gets his head on it. And just wide through the left post.
You can see how fluid Lubbock are moving now. That was the start as a right back, looking for a center back. He's going to play as a 6 right now. That was their captain right there, Theo Butterworth. And you can see Lubbock's tactical switches, they're almost into a back 5 now when defending. You have to think, was that a tactical analysis thing for them? When they score that goal, drop into a back 5. But you see in possession, they still play as that 3. Butterworth drops in as almost a false, as a 6 almost in a false fullback.
Matadors playing fluid football. Cut back, looking for their 7. 23. Cleared out by the Matadors.
And Jones just putting his body on the line to win the ball. The Vaqueros are
Just 35 minutes into the first half. It's 1-0. Matadors.
I think that score probably tells the story of how the game is going on, to be honest with you. Well, the game running the game a little bit, we have a chance now.
Nice opening, done well by Jones. Trying to find number 17, Cabrera, but it's a little too hard. Cabrera was able to get done well by Raffardi to find Jones. He broke around 2 lines.
Those balls are definitely not there. Jones putting on a big shift here. He just needs one chance. I'd like to see him have a shot at goal and just test Levington, see what he's made of. Cape University player.
Cardona on the left. Offsides. Thank you, Andrew.
Lubbock filled with Division I talent, but they're filled with Division I experience as well. It's one thing to be a Division I soccer player, and it's quite another to be a Division I soccer player with experience. As we see, number 66, I highlighted him earlier, did a great ball there earlier. Omar Ramadan, just a quick word on him. Creighton University midfielder, was the DePaul Men's Soccer Newcomer of the Year in 2021, and just this past year, third team All-Region and third team All-Conference for the Big East, one of the most competitive conferences in the nation. So it just shows you the wealth of experience, like you mentioned, Savage as well, someone with so much experience at the Division I level. We'll see if that shines here as it continues his later days.
Now looking for Jones, puts his body on it. Savick gets there. The Matadors went back, now looking for a way through the middle. Find Ramadan. Lost with Jones. Jones now with the left wing. And it goes out for a goal kick for the Matadors.
Yeah, that's Theo Butterworth, the captain. He's the captain for a reason. Played 19 and started 19 games this year for Coastal Carolina and won OVC Defensive Player of the Week and was named on the OVC All-Newcomer team. Playing in England as well, as we talked about. Similarly with Bremer, having that international experience under your belt can be so helpful at this level.
Ramadan. Back to 7. Now on the left wing. Looking for that cross. Well defended by the Matadors.
You can see the chemistry as well. They're playing such an attractive brand of football here. 1 and 2 touch passes. And you have to consider a lot of that down the chemistry as well. The midfield is made up, as I mentioned, of Omar Ramadan and Matthew Reed, who actually played together at Creighton University. So you have to think that college connection always bodes well. Ramadan take that one.
Yeah, Ramadan's been taking almost every corner here. A good turn for number 16 for the Matadors. And well done by Chris Jones. Gets the leg off, trying to take the second, and gets bodied. A strong challenge. Jones being close. Villa being called to the referee. Bremer gets that one out. Rafati, Garfields, back to Bremer. Bremer gets that one out.
The game settled down here just a little bit. Obviously, Bremer shooting that ball a little far, but you can see that both teams have kind of found into a little bit of a rhythm here as we approach that time.
Yep, now a little bit over 41 minutes. Matadors still leading 1-0.
See, that's what you were going to do.
By the Matadors, number 7, who drives it, finds the stern. Matadors just get that one out before any danger can be created. Lays it off to the right. Inside the box. One by the Matadors. Now trying to find Chris Jones.
Yeah, just to highlight a player that you see instead of being the line for 7, Momo Diop, the Senegalese forward, has been with Lubbock 6 their NPSL days. Product of Marshall University, another Division I product. I think his energy has been rivaled to Chris Jones of the Vaqueros. I think they have a very similar player profile, both hardworking and willing to get their body in and really make forward runs for their teams.
Five players on the forward line right now. They're all asking for the ball. They're just changing in and out, making it almost impossible to get that quarterback over. Ramadan driving in between 3, finds his center in front of the keeper. 1-on-1 falls, and Bremer on the ground. Diop, a dangerous player, has been able to find his way, find these gaps between these guys, and now just failed on that 1-on-1. Fell to the ground and ultimately gave the ball away to the Vaqueros. Read the play early, put out the pass to the danger man, Chris Jones. In the First 45 in the books. A goal by Andrew Josavik off of a corner by Ramadan as it fell to his feet and he was able to just pass it into the back of the net. The Vaqueros have been looking to kind of just find their way between this tight-knit defense, this five-man bag line that the Matadors have put up now with their goal. They're trying to find Chris Jones, and so far, very few attacking opportunities. The Matadors just showing their experience and overall offensive prowess. Your impression so far, though?
Wow, what an intriguing half of football so far. The Vaqueros have done well at defending, keeping only 1-0. Definitely could have been more. Definitely a big thanks to Andrew Bremer for some quite extraordinary saves, I would have to say. But the Matadors, on the other hand, are playing the Vaqueros pretty well. They're just playing between the lines. They almost have an understanding of fluid football where a defender can end up in the attack, as we saw even earlier. And I think the Vaqueros are going to have to keep up with that.
That was an eventful half of some beautiful football action from Fort Worth. The Matadors lead 1-0 against the Fort Worth Vaqueros. I'm Dylan Wynn, joined by Caleb Lester after the first half time report. It's quite loud in here. It is quite loud, and we got some good energy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good start for the Matadors. It's what we wanted them to come out and get that first goal and set the tone. The main thing I'm looking at here is our center of our attack is really weak. You're seeing, when we talked about the buzzsaw going through the first half of the game, the main thing we're looking at here is our striking option. You know, you're seeing a lot of these runs coming from the midfield, and you just want someone, and, I believe it's Salvador who's playing in the, at the top of the, in that number 9 position, and I just want him to make some of those diagonal runs and come and support. When you're having your, wide players cutting these balls in, a lot of the time he's putting them high when actually probably needs to go low to his feet when he's coming across. So that's the main thing I'm looking at there, and on the defensive side, we're doing really well.
Yes.
I mean, we're sweeping up every ball.
I mean, the possession was like 80-20. That's what it looked like to me. It was always in Fort Worth's territory, not so much in ours. Max was doing a great job just taking the balls out. No, I don't think you can think any goal tries or any shots were being made.
I mean, I think, again, the main thing we need to look at here is our midfield support and just the middle of the field. The wide players are doing amazing.
Yes.
I mean, we're getting all these crosses in. We're playing well down the sides. It's just that middle of the field when you're trying to go left to right. And we have some really good cross balls. They're just skipping over the midfield.
Yes.
Because they're not getting the space they need. And we talked about it in the pregame show. This is the Fort Worth I know.
Yeah.
This is the Fort Worth that is super
the energy
stingy.
From their old stadium hasn't invaded Doxville.
Yeah.
But
it's still, this is the Fort Worth I know, where they are super structured, and you can see that they're playing really well, and they're not getting dragged out of position by all our movement. But I'm just looking for a little more clinicality from the midfield and from that middle striker option. I mean, you saw it there, where Momo makes a run through the midfield. He's really unlucky. He slips from what we saw, and he doesn't score the chance. But that's just something we have to, that David's going to have to look at going into halftime is how can we support that midfielder or support that striker? Do we, put a midfielder kind of in next to him in that kind of number 10 position and try to work off of each other? Or do we make a substitution?
Yes.
And honestly, one of the things that would really help him is we need to take more shots from range because Fort Worth's defense is so deep right now. I mean, they're parking the bus. They're doing it's proper English football, and so the best way to get them to do that is set pieces and shots from range. Because how do you defend shots from range? Sorry, there's weird sounds coming.
Fireworks.
But anyway, so how you get someone to draw them out of the box is taking these shots from range because you got to go press up to stop him, and that's going to give more space for these crosses and these these strikers and the wide player on the opposite side of the field to cut in and score these goals.
Andrej Josavik grabs the first goal for the USL2 bound Matadors. That's going down in the history books right there, the center fielder. Good
center
for
back.
him. Center back, sorry. I mean, the front office guys are saying center fielder, so.
He's a center back.
He's a center 6'4". He is a center back. He is 6'4". He does get that goal, which is huge for them. But I mean, we saw the same thing last season against Arkansas because it took. We got to halftime.
Did we see it versus Arkansas?
Well, we didn't see it. We didn't see it. Let's be real here. We didn't see it, but it took until halftime, and we were still yapping, and then. Around the 60th, 70th minute?
It was like the 86th.
86th minute?
It was way deep.
We got a goal. And it was 1-0, and then we won 1-0, and we held on from there. And, we started a little slow. Now I trust David will get into halftime right now. I mean, he was having the guys out there warming up a little longer than expected. The Fort Worth Vaqueros, the women's team, was playing before this, and so the Matadors didn't have enough time to be able to do warm-up. So David said, "Stay out. Come on, get your warm-ups done." The Vaqueros apparently were coming out of the stadium, and everything was like that. So, which, by the way, we have a Clayton update, don't we?
Oh, sorry, I'm working.
You're good. No, he's working. Our dear friend of the show, Clayton, of course, on the board. We had a bit of an update here. Women's game isn't even over as of 6:59 p.m., 30 minutes beforehand. David warmed up extra long. They just walked into the locker room to change, and Fort Worth is already lined up to walk out. He's got the other coach fuming.
Yep.
No lights, it's getting dark. Which, that text made us think, oh no, Clayton is dying.
Clayton's dying.
And he doesn't see the light.
Yeah.
There's no oncoming train coming.
Yeah. This is an old stadium, so we'll see how that works. I mean, we got lights.
Yes,
we're already better than Fort Worth.
Yes, because last season we realized it gets a little dark.
Yeah.
As soon as the sun sets, or the sun's about to set, it gets really dark. So we'll illuminate a little bit.
But yeah, I mean, the team is playing really well, and it's very obvious they're new to each other.
Yes.
Again, there's some great 1-2s happening. The hold-up play, I was giving some grief to our center forward. There was some great hold-up play playing through that midfield. You just maybe want one of those midfielders to advance into a furthermore position, just to give him that option to work off of, and also just be clinical.
Yes.
When you have those chances, you have to score them. But we're up 1-0. Still have a whole nother half to play. Dent was up 1-0 at half, and they scored 3 more in the second. Speaking of McKinney Denton, we should probably check that.
Let's talk about the game of the week presented by USL2 and Sports Engine Play. McKinney taking on Denton. At one point, halfway through their first half, Denton was leading 1-0, but as of halftime, McKinney scored twice, and they're up 2-1 so far at home at Ron Post Stadium. Caleb, let me know what is going on with that. You're working on it. While you're working on that, we're talking about taking chances, right? Talking about chances, talking about, a lot of chances going on. Well, this right now is your chance to grab a Two Docs membership for a reduced rate. Go on over to the bar right over there and grab yourself an $18 monthly membership. Thank you so much to Two Docs, the official brewery of the Mozos. Come by every game day for specials of their incredible selection of beer and wine. Mozos Ultras members will get a free pint every away day party while supplies last. Sign up for the loyalty program for $45 a month. Not 45. Oh my gosh, that's ours. $18 a month as of right now, but normally it's 25. But come on in. During away day parties, it's $18 a month. And you'll get a free pint every time you visit, plus 20% off merch, bless you, 20% off beer to go, and many other benefits, exclusive beer releases, for example. Come on down or head to twodogsbrewing.com for more info. Thank you to Two Docs for hosting this party. I mean, it's a fantastic party so far. We're going to check out the free cam really quick and look at how many people are here supporting the Matadors, supporting local Lubbock soccer. It's a great time. Which, speaking of, we've got our correspondent on the field, Clayton Henley, talking to us right now for an update. Clayton says, absolutely dominated the possession. I love that when Fort Worth gets the ball, the pressure is instant and swarming. Theo and Momo should have had one. Should be 3-0 now, but it will be soon.
It is currently 2-1 McKinney.
2-1 McKinney in the half, so we'll keep tabs on that. Can two-time MLS Head Coach of the Year Frank Yallop survive a hot evening in McKinney? We will see in his coaching debut for the Chupacabras. We will see at the end of the night. We are still currently in halftime here from Dockasville Stadium, but we are currently at Two Dogs Brewing Co. Caleb and I are doom scrolling a little bit.
I was watching the goals from McKinney.
You're watching the goals from McKinney. Okay, fair enough. What can you tell us about that?
Okay, the first one, it's a decent strike. Goalkeeper should probably do a little better. Ball is taken wide, shot from an acute angle. Goalkeeper doesn't get down in time, goes in the back of the net. The second one, Denton needs to do a lot better. It's a set piece. Ball doesn't get cleared properly. There's probably about 4 or 5 headers in the box before a McKinney guy comes and puts it in the net. I mean, you just got to be doing better there as a defense. And, at sometimes risking putting out another corner kick is better than just letting it sit in your box.
Yes.
And so we'll see how that game develops. I mean, again, that's 2 very good sides. But still focus on the match here. I mean, you can focus on what you can focus on.
Absolutely.
And I just think Matadors are controlling possession. I just want some more intentionality with our crosses and with our passing options.
Yes.
A lot of it's very free-flowing, which is very good when you know the people next to you.
Yes.
And so a lot of right now it's free-flowing, what you think is free-flowing, but the guy next to you isn't exactly in the position you thought he was. So right now, I want more intentionality with our passes. I want you to take an extra touch, slow the game down. You already have all the possession. You don't need to be moving that fast. Control the possession and work the openings. Take some shots from range. Make that goalkeeper have a second thought about his positioning. Make that center back not know if he needs to press up to stop a shot or not. And that's the big thing we're looking at here. I'm mainly looking at players like, Momo. He had that chance there. I want him to take a shot from range.
Momo and Theo both had chances.
Yeah, and that's the big thing I'm looking at here is make the defense work. We talked about this when we were going into it. You have to work the openings. You can't just throw it in the box, and because that defense is going to deal with it.
Yeah.
And same thing that Fort Worth's trying to do with us. They try to kick the ball upfield, and our 3 center backs are back there cleaning it up. So I want to see a bit more passing outside the 18-yard box, and I want to see just some sweeping motions with the ball, work the space, make that defense really tired before you cross that ball in. And I want to see the crosses low. I don't want to see high balls anymore unless we're going to put somebody on who can go and get them.
As an opposing voice here as well, I just have to say, in a division like the Ranger, being 1-0 up at halftime is kind of stinks.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Because Fort Worth can just easily come back.
Yeah,
not easily, but easily.
It's not a safe scoreline.
As of right now, possession is more into the Matadors' favor, but
one breakaway goal, and
we're tied. And then that's only 1 point instead of 3. You're not leading the division, you are tied for the division. You're just in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Going into our home game, which is again against the Fort Worth Vaqueros, who have about 6 days of prep before meeting us here at Lowry Field in Lubbock, Texas. So this next half will need to, there's going to be a lot of stuff that David needs to improve on. I have trust that David can do that, but there's the same things with Fort Worth's head coach as well.
Yeah, I mean,
he was upset about David going and having the Matadors warm up.
Yeah, I mean, from Fort Worth's perspective, you need to expand. You're playing too tight. So you're seeing a lot of these balls getting played out wide, and it goes to nobody. Expand the defense. You already are playing a back 5. Have the 2 midfielders drop. Tell your 2 wide center backs to drop out and play those wide games. Because the reason the Matadors are because you see it, they try to pounce it out wide, and they either miscues the pass or a Matadors player intercepts it. And the reason is because the center of the team is very tight and the wide is too wide. So that ball has to go a really long way to get there. And so that's what I'm looking for them to do is, 1, the center backs need to carry the ball more.
Yes.
The Matadors are going to press you. But if you can get them into that press, that midfielder is going to be open. And so same thing with them, as I said with the Matadors, I'm looking for a lot more midfield involvement from the Vaqueros. I mean, if you can get the ball into the midfield and play it over us, they're probably going to have a really good, decent chance of goal because we're playing so high right now because we have so much possession.
Yeah.
And that's how you play when you're playing this kind of style, is when you're sitting back, you're sitting back. When you're going forward, everybody is going forward.
Yes.
And it's this, there's a phrase for it that I'm forgetting, but basically you're doing this motion. You're here, and then you're here, and you do this. And blossoming. You're blossoming. So that's what we called it. So you have to blossom out of your defense. So when you get that ball and you get it upfield, play blossom, play wide. And then when the ball starts to come back into your area, slowly sneak back inside. Now, of course, that's very hard when you're playing such a skillful team like Lubbock. You have players like Momo who will just chop you up and beat you.
Yes.
So if I am Fort Worth, keep the defensive line back.
Yes.
Play on the counter. That's what you're good at. That's what you have to do. Don't try to be a passing team. Play your style. Because, I'll give you a first-person example. We played BYU. BYU are a very, very good team. And I knew for a fact we weren't going to win that game. You don't say that, but
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
were you playing the varsity team, or were you playing?
We
like
were playing the varsity team.
Well, damn. Yeah, there you go.
And so we sat back, and we won that game 1-0 because we knew what we wanted to do, and we didn't change. Like, we could have been, because we scored that goal in the 85th. We could have said, oh, I mean, it's still 0-0 in the 80th, or it's still 0-0 in the 70th. We should break out some more. We should go and attack. No. Keep your shape, hold your position, play the structure that you're so good at doing.
Yeah.
And break forward and see if you can scum a chance.
Great analysis as always, Caleb. Thank you so much. Big ball knower right here. Big ball knower indeed. We're gonna do a few ads here as well. Speaking of ball knowing, you know, we gotta keep the lights on, you know, because we got that light on right there, but it might go out if we don't shout out a few things. Well, first off, shop.mozos.org. Go on and get your merch here. Get geared up for the Matadors season at shop.mozos.org. Stylish hats, shirts, and stickers are all for sale and directly benefit the Mozos atmosphere, home and away. Go on over to shop.mozos.org for that. I've got the Mozos polo on right now. We've got this shirt as well also on there. It's a Mozos Pyro Crew shirt. We've got lots of hats. We've got lots of cool stuff. We've got the new Tifo shirt. Grab that before the Fort Worth game on Friday. Also, Lubbock Abstract and Title Company, whether buying, selling, refinancing, or building your home, Lubbock Abstract offers complete escrow, closing, and insuring services. Talk to Cam and tell him the Mozos sent you. If you want to, you know, put your money where your mouth is a little bit, if you're a bit of a bigger Moza, a Matadors fan, you know, you want to support the support, come on over to shop.mozos.org/supporters and grab yourself a Mozos Dues subscription. $20 a year or $45 a year for that. $20 a year, you get access to become a voting member of the Mozos, so you get to talk about elections and vote on many different things throughout the year, as well as exclusive video content. We've got 4 interviews up between our captain, Momo. We've got also Max, and we've got Salvador. All those interviews are up live right now from the media day. Go check those out for only $20 a year, but if you want to upgrade a little bit more, you'll be an Ultras member. $45 a year gets a fantastic scarf. I've got it on right now, this brand new scarf, as well as invitations to Moza, Ultras exclusive events, and more perks throughout the year, including a free beer every pregame party, every home game. So go on over to shop.mozos.com/supporters and grab yourself a plan. That will do it for us for now for the halftime report. Caleb, last thoughts as you're working on your spreadsheet.
We need something different in the midfield, mainly consistency. Consistency with decision-making and consistency with the options you are providing. You heard me say that multiple times while we were sitting there watching. Give him an option.
Yes.
You don't, like, he may not pass to you, but give him the option for a pass, because it not only is going to help your teammate, it's going to make the defenders think.
Yes. Fair enough. And I think that we just need to keep hitting the gas. I think right now that David is going to be kind of chewing them out a little bit, and the players they've had 45 minutes plus to figure out what's going on and what this Fort Worth team looks like. Energy is probably a little low in that stadium, if I'm being honest. I mean, Clayton's probably pulling his weight out there, but I think that this will be a Matadors win at the end of the night. So that'll do it for us for our halftime report. I'm Dylan Wynn for Caleb Lester. We will see you at the end of the game for the Post Match Pint presented by Two Docs. Have a great second half and go Matadors.
play in the second half. The Vaqueros have struggled at times and leaving too much space open in the middle of the field while also forcing just a bit too many passes to kind of chills, allowing Lubbock opportunities to control the possession and momentum. Lubbock have shown impressive passing defensively, defending the back five, like you said, while making adjustments such as pushing their captain Butterworth into midfield to help play the pressure in the game. At points, the Vaqueros have looked more reactive as well, spending stretches responding to low experience, rather than setting the pace for themselves. It really has to be Lubbock though, since they can attract a fluid brand of football with strong connections between lines and defensive competition. However, despite criticism, this remains a young Vaquero side competing against top-level talent, which adds important context to performance, only holding on one real disadvantage. Standout players to me have to be Lubbock's Diop and Savage, but inconsistently influence the match, where Chris Jones seems to be the bright spot for Vaqueros, as his hold-up play and strength has definitely proved the problem with Matadors. In the second half, I'm looking forward to seeing how the Vaqueros cope with the wind at their back. Will they be able to make a difference in this half? Will they be able to look through those long balls that maybe got cut out by the tall and strong back line of the Matadors?
You know, it's just like the wind is kind of now it's gone down a little bit, and it's really interesting to see how the Vaqueros are going to kind of just kind of going against the wind, how it's going to affect them as the Matadors are basically on top of the Vaqueros. And you can see that through their creation, how creative they are, and that can also work potentially from the leadership of David Ormisi. I mean, he's bringing a winning environment to Lubbock. He's won conference titles at multiple levels, and 2 years ago he guided West Texas to Lone Star Conference Championship and an NPSL National Quarterfinal appearance. I mean, he's from Chichester, from England. He's won and actually been an MVP of the JUCO National Championship as a player. He kind of built that record winning. He's changed programs, and it's just a connection within his team as a coach and as a player. It's nice to see him kind of go back, warm up with his players, build that connection, you know, kind of take that leadership, see how that connection can grow. And now, when you're regular season, you understand how it affects him throughout the season, and how it affects him throughout the season. Matadors are going to start with it.
Go Matadors! Unless somebody's
Who actually has professional experience under his belt. He's won the professional title in Finland. He is a record holder. He's a champion. He knows how to win, winning the Vegas Liga champion with cups in Finland. So players of that experience with Vaqueros are going up against time.
That's what I'm saying.
Just like last year, this is his experience especially this team with such diverse backgrounds. And the Matadors, obviously being diverse, but they're moving and realizing the way that Colorado is such a division one players. They have that experience, and these players have college years.
We spoke about the community of Fort Worth, the community of Lubbock as well. And the big thing is the traveling support is quite immense here for a long journey. You can hear how loud and thought when they scored that goal. And not to say Fort Worth doesn't have a large amount of fans here, but having that support from your fans also has to reduce confidence.
Go!
Out the top, takes a shot, lands.
Sit back!
Gets across in. Hits the post. And an early shot on goal.
That's a very good call for the Vaqueros. It's too easy. Cardona fires the ball got in there to read it. He was fighting the mark with the 6. He really should have done better. He scored there. But the Vaqueros definitely got off. What has changed their shape once again. Back into their back 3 shape at times. But also it looks like when they're defending 4-3-3. So we saw them switch now from that kind of 3-5-1-2 shape that they had earlier. Now they're playing with that 4-3-3. Watch out for his dangerous set piece delivery. Cross. Top the box. Jones. Out. Throwing for Matadors. You see, even when the ball is up at the first man, there's still so much pace on it. It still causes so much uncertainty in the area. Matadors need to avoid giving this little Ramadan more set pieces if possible. It's proven very dangerous. Shot takes deflection. Helps a little bit more, allows him to put that weight on the ball. Wouldn't be surprised here if he aims maybe towards the back post, Mozos throw the balls, puts in the pace, turn it on, and just across the wall, trying to take the rubber out of the play. now his most fun. Just didn't have enough power to get past Livingston. The placement was there. But that's another promising chance and probably the best of the match so far for Garcia and the Vaqueros.
Two shots on goal last night. Kind of tasted the key. Lost right twice. Powerful shots on the back. He had this one off the ball.
Now that goal was in the movie, he's a really different ball game than they are now. Kind of as well. But with those, you gotta take that technical foul there. If you let Jones go, Jones is gone. He's the fastest in the back line. All the matchups.
Just use the shooting punch, just straight. Like, he's getting able to really fast that's it. There's some set pieces. And now the referees called them over in the first half. Kind of told them, hey, watch out. This happens and you gotta yell. Cross it. Matadors get it out, put it back in.
Typical position for a set piece is
He's a former Wrexham player. His mentality, over time approach is really showing off. And then Chris Jones is able to hold off these 6'4", 6'8" plus Division I players. And they're looking a lot more tactically connected than they were last
has that 4-2-3 shape, but at times they're pushing into a 3-3-4 shape. So sending extra attacker up in there to try to disrupt the other defense. Roller's not afraid to make these changes as we
It's number 2. She fakes it, lays it off for their number 21. And the Vaqueros win it and get it out. Now with Jones.
Two players that have a wealth of college experience, and I think getting ready to come on here, yeah. So I'm really interested to see what kind of players Coach Malolo brings on as well. I think bringing on some more slight players, kind of control the game. I think bringing on some clear speedsters, who kept it really kept it just a little bit more quality there. I wouldn't say they're the team at all. I think it was stronger showing. I think in their first game against me, they really overcome the adversity that level. I'm not saying they're more experienced team.
Sweating out.
Loss for the Matadors. That's a massive momentum shift as well. A wild challenge from the captain, Theo Butterworth. You think if you're the captain on the yellow card, surely you have some control going for that ball. And a crazy collision there with Bremer. And this could absolutely change the impact of the game. Using their star defenseman and Theo Butterworth.
For his second yellow.
You just wonder how that's going to affect the Matadors tactically. We already have some players warming up, and now there's two Matadors down there getting ready to come on. It's going to be interesting to see how much they sit back and defend, but this is going to be a tall task now for Lubbock, and this is the break that the Vaqueros needed. Maybe not in the way they saw it, but it is an opportunity for them to impact this game and really bring it back to Fort Worth.
We'll see what Oregon State does here. If he decides to just park the bus, those players are going to have different confidence. Shows his experience. Keeping the Matadors in the game. Crossed. Second post. Copper West misses out.
Run in the final, and what a save. That is with the momentum high speed with Buccaneers now, especially if I did what the mischief
players up top. Matadors went trying to play quick. Bremer running back. Back to Pineda. Gives it away. Matadors. Play the 1-2. On the right side. Play it again. Now in the middle. Diop. Correction, not Diop. Savagaba. Shout out to Bremer. He's been absolutely brilliant as we've seen him pick up the ball at midfield there almost. Playing as a midfielder now and as a goalie. Doing a little bit of everything here tonight. And I think if Buccaneers are to get a result, he's going to be a massive reason why they do. And definitely a consideration for him. Perhaps even a quadruple change here. Marola, anything is bench. My apologies, a triple change here, which makes sense. You want some fresh legs on the pitch now with a little bit. Matadors are down to 10 men. You're going to get tired. You're going to need fresh legs here. With 10 minutes left, I guarantee you these players are going to get the chance to run their socks. Vaquero subs will come on once the play gets out. To the right side, now with Reed. Facing Mignon, lays it off, now with the Bucks. Looking for Reed again, Kramer there.
No surprise the Matadors ball across a D1 defender at the University of Houston Christian, and he's named as the OBC All-Conference First Team. Started every game this season, so he's going to provide more experience. I feel like we keep saying with this Lubbock side, but more experience to the back line, and no doubt he's defended in these 10-minute situations before, so very easy decision, I feel, for Coach Armstrong. And it's great that he's had those players to make that option.
A foul on Copper West.
He wants to stay on the bench, but he's clearly cramping. Could be just a tactic to waste some time here off the clock.
Vaqueros now sending in their subs.
Special congratulations to him on another great performance, I have to say. Really did a lot of the dirty work up there, and he might not get recognized for it, not getting the goal, but he really helped relieve a lot of that Vaqueros pressure and led to a lot of their chances early.
Vaqueros midfield.
Sitting in a low block. Vaqueros undoubtedly pushing forward, trying to find a crack and get out of those corners.
Cross to the top, headed. Run down by Vaquero. Driving in. Now at the right side with a cross. That goes out. It'll be a corner for the Vaqueros.
Trying the same kind of behavior they have been trying. It's usually Bradford with a deep ball to the back post. Looks like they have Gameday taking this one.
There's no school play to this.
Abram curls it far and wide. Hurry up. 84 minutes into the match. Matadors up 1-0. Fort Worth now on the attack. Too hard on the touch. Matadors down to 10 minutes. Continue to take shots. Moving to test Leventon. And now. Missed the touch. Nice move. Sevagata in a good tackle to let go of his momentum, but he gets it back. Sevagata finds an elongated Robert. Try looking for that 1-2. Couldn't find it.
Damn sideline, big old white space.
Hard. Takes it out.
You can't do that! You can't do that! You can't do that!
Strikes up.
Looks like, Levingston sold it as much as possible. Just a great challenge there. A little bit under frustration. Heading up to this for as much time as he can. Just take a couple seconds off the clock.
He's not wasting.
5 minutes, 40 seconds. Down to 10.
He's like if it was City.
Just under a minute. Vaqueros really pushing against the 10-man Lubbock Matadors to get a goal. Go!
Nice move, takes a shot.
Big reason the Vaqueros are here at 1-0.
Just trying to build something now. Let's hit the 90-minute mark. Matadors number 14, RJ Rodriguez.
Holding the captain's armband. It's absolutely fantastic work from him to get the ball up protection. They're going to foul him. It's the second yellow card for him. Substitute.
RJ Rodriguez, the substitute, adding on with around 25 minutes of playtime. Now Leviton, for taunting, gets a yellow.
All kicking off here at the Basketball Stadium at Nolan Catholic High School. JJ Abram taking exception to some of the things the Matadors players are saying. He's not going to back down from the challenge. It's going to prove to be a very interesting end to the game. Now both squads down to 10 men. Going down 10 men. They're on the front foot with just 5 minutes to go. Especially a substitute like RJ Rodriguez. Just playing hard for the badge and a couple of unfortunate yellow cards.
And we'll see how much extra time is added. And how the Vaqueros can respond to this being down 1-0. Nice move. Ramadan. Vaqueros shifting to the right side, looking for a late play. Cross it up. Trying to find their 13-0 Matadors. Now with this boost of motivation after that run. That momentum that the Vaqueros had slowly dissipating.
Probably the last chance for Vaqueros. The youngest portion here. I would say probably about a minute or two left. Really got a clean opportunity quickly.
Get out! Get out!
Garcia almost playing as a striker now.
Falls. There'll be a foul called on the Vaqueros. A free kick for the Matadors.
Ball in the attack now.
Ball just being subbed in, lays it up. aggressive for Fort Worth, making close to double-digit saves, showing off that sweeper-keeper mentality he spoke about, and basically keeping the Vaqueros alive throughout the other side. Max Levitt, he answered every challenge, and when we're looking at those challenges, it included one from Copper West, a dangerous volley late in the second half that preserved the lead. The momentum swung towards Fort Worth after Theo Buttersworth had a saw red around the 72nd minute. But the Vaqueros couldn't capitalize on that with the extra man. And then later on, OJ Rodriguez picked up and went forward and stopped us. That just slowed down Fort Worth's pressure. Let the Matadors close it out for the Vaqueros. And now hands to the Vaqueros for second loss of the season. Final score. Matadors won.
Hey, we'll take it.
Vaqueros won.
No, we did good. We pressed, we
Your
attacked.
thoughts, though?
We dominated that game.
I think the biggest story here was Pat Matadors outplayed the Vaqueros a little bit.
I wish we could hear the PA. I wish we could hear a little more audio.
The late red card, Matadors was really trying to tie it.
Good seeing you.
Looked really good going forward with a great chance from JJ Abram late on in the half. But unfortunately, the solo goal from Savic proved to be decisive for the victory. And I think my man of the match here has to be Omar Ramadan. Absolute controlling the midfield for Lovett. An assist as well, which is class. Picked up the run there from Buttersworth. That's not the same as defensively Andrew Grimm's performance. Definitely masked several dangerous moments as a aggressive sweeper-keeper approach. Erased the ball over the top and kept Fort Worth alive. But ultimately, Lovett's organization for the ability to win the game after scoring proved the difference. And this has been 1-0 road win for the USL2 now won. The Vaqueros their second game in the USL2 lost. The next match for the Fort Worth Vaqueros is on Tuesday at Oscar Stadium. The Vaqueros take on Tucson FC at 7:30 p.m. Funny enough, the next match after that is a rematch against the Matadors. This time, they're going come on out and see us in high school. Thanks to the staff here.
A rough and tumble game one, but that's 3 points nonetheless. The Matadors take it 1-0 in Fort Worth at Dockesil Stadium. Welcome back here for the first post-match pint of the season. I'm Dylan Wynn, alongside Caleb Lester. Caleb, initial thoughts of the match?
Rough.
Rough.
I mean, we were talking about it beforehand where we wanted to lay down a marker.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the marker we wanted.
Yeah.
But there were some signs of things that we can build off of, and there's some signs of things that maybe need reworked. And, you know, obviously, this is one of those results where you learn more about your problems than your, you know, what's good with the team.
Yes.
And I think David will come back. Obviously, we play Fort Worth again here at home.
Mm-hmm. This Friday.
This coming Friday, yeah. So I think David, like, we always have one of these games every season.
Yes.
I'm happy this one came early. I'm happy it came early where we could sit down and say, well, maybe this didn't work. Maybe this player really needs to be playing it out here. And maybe just with some of our decision making.
Yes.
I love you, Theo. That challenge wasn't, you know.
That challenge was not fun. And
now, I could see it from his perspective. The ball is there to be won.
Yeah.
Fully. He had all the right to go try to win that ball.
Yes.
But
unfortunately, Theo will not be here for
Yeah,
our
one
home
match
return,
suspension.
which unfortunately that's just how it is. But yeah, I mean the ball is there for him to go for. So it really sucks that this is how it happened, and he already had a yellow, and it was just an immediate red card. But it really stinks. That's okay. We got 3 points, but we won't see Theo Butterworth, the hero, out at our home opener this Friday.
Yeah, and it really sucks because he actually had a very good game. Like he controlled, he does what Theo does.
Yes.
And the thing is that sadly the thing that got him sent off is not something he usually does. I mean, you think of it as first yellow. Yeah, I mean he meanders on the ball a little bit. He tugs the guy's back. That's just playing the game.
Yeah.
That's playing the game within the game. The second one, you just gotta be better.
You gotta take it on the chin.
And I think just overall the structure changed after that, and I think again that's something we look at as coaches, right? You know, how can I manipulate my shape when we go a man down?
Yes.
And I think that's something that David will have another think about. He'll think about, okay, well, this really didn't work when we went down to 10 men. So you will go from there. But the main thing with this game today is player-to-player relationships.
Yes.
How does the player respond to going a man down? How do you respond when you're not getting the right passes? Somebody's not coming open the way you want them to.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing is that the coach can tell you something and you can talk about it on film. Most of it is actually in the locker room. And it's between the players of, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you try playing me this way? And I think that's going to be the big thing we learn from this is how these players, react to these kind of situations. Because these guys haven't played an 11v11 game for the club yet, and especially a competitive 11v11. And I think this was a good lesson. It brings us well to come into the first game. And 3 points in the end is all that matters. Like we talked about it. This league is rough.
Yes.
This
league is, like as you said, punch you in the mouth soccer.
Yeah. And all credit to Fort Worth. I mean, I'm going to be honest, they should have scored another one there at the end of the game. They had some brilliant chances, and they just didn't capitalize. But you see kind of what we're up against now. There's all these people who, saw who we were playing, and they're like, oh, we're just going to dominate. I mean, we beat all these teams already. No, this is different gravy. And that's one thing I really want to see how we go into this next Fort Worth game. Are we going to try to play some of the same stuff? Or how drastic are our switches going to be?
Yes. That's the thing, though, as well, right? Like, it really sucks how we played. All credit to Fort Worth. They were a lot more warm than we were. This is our first game. This is their second game. At the same time, we saw this last year. Everyone's sort of panicking a little bit right now because it's the first time we've seen them play. The same thing happened against Arkansas.
Yep.
We didn't see it because the stream was bad, but we got a goal in the 80th minute.
Yep.
And then we held on and we got 3 points. At the end of the day, we got 3 points.
Yeah.
We played a good football match, and that's just what matters. Now, they've got 6 days to prepare for the home opener, and the home opener is the most important game, in my opinion. I mean, look, we've got West Texas at home.
Sure.
We've got McKinney at home. We've got, every home game is important. The home opener is what sets the tone for the entire rest of your home season. So watch that film. See what happens. See what's working, what isn't. Get somebody going. And you said, to your credit, you said this in the middle of the game, we don't have a Jack Thomas. We don't have somebody in the midfield who can just
and that's a lot of what I was talking about in the halftime show. Then I had that, that idea came in my head while we were watching the game that we don't have that midfield scorer in the team right now. And, of course, somebody's going to come up and do it. You don't know who yet, but we don't have that midfielder who's going to dribble through the midfield and lash one out from outside the box. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
But what I would like to see is more control from the midfield. There was a lot of just congestion and a lot of players playing into the same areas. And I think that was a big issue was, these players making these runs, but they're running, into the same area, they're crossing defenders, and that just comes with time.
Yeah.
And I think another good week of training, especially now that you've seen it. Because in training, it's one thing. But when you actually have the match experience and now you can talk with your guys, it's going to be a massive thing. And I think we are going to see a completely different Matadors team coming into the Friday game.
Yes. And, I mean, it's going to be different energy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going into their home stadium, into Lowry's Field. You're going to have the fans behind you. So, I mean, if you don't have your tickets yet, grab your tickets now. $15 for adults, $12 for kids under 17.
Yeah.
Go crazy. Bring the noise. Bring the energy. We will be there. We'll bring the energy. It's just a whole different ball game between Docksville Stadium and here.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that David's going to adjust. David's
Yes.
going to have his thing. I mean, it was a little bit of a stinker. This game.
Yeah.
We were a little optimistic with our 6-0,
Yeah.
6-1, 4-1, 1-0. Either way, it is 3 points, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah. And
that's
this
fine.
is something, again, I talked about in the pre-show. You have to win ugly.
Yes.
In this division.
Yes.
I mean, if you have one of these games and you come out 1-0, you got 3 points.
Yes.
And that's all that really kind of matters. I mean, of course, it gets to the end of the season, there's goal difference.
Mm-hmm.
But if we can just go through and win these games ugly and go through and show the fight we did.
Yeah.
Because that was one thing I was really happy about, is that although the players were obviously frustrated and
Mm-hmm.
there was kind of some lack of ideas going on, the fight was still there. And the
Mm-hmm.
intention to play forward and go and get that second goal was there. And I think that's something that can be built upon going into the home opener, especially when you have the crowd backing behind you.
And also, at the same time, if you're dominating, that's something that you need to look at this division. Like Denton 4-0ing, that's insane. But also, tonight, McKinney outlasts Denton 2-1. No points scored in that second half, so no goal scored there. So McKinney does get the first win under the, hold on, I need to say it, two-time MLS champion and Coach of the Year, Frank Yallop.
There you go.
So the Frank Yallop era is alive and well in McKinney. They win 2-1 against the Denton Diablos. And, I mean, honestly, I'm not mad about that. I'm fine. Okay, I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
Well, I mean, so as the table sits, I believe it should be Denton still on top, having played 2 games, so they have a game in hand. Or, excuse me, they're a game up.
Yep.
On 3 points with a goal difference of +3. McKinney will be level with, no, they'll be above us with a goal difference of +1.
Plus
but
1.
they have goals 4.
Yes.
So that's 2. So we'll be in third
We're
right
about
now.
third right now. So, and then
Which,
Fort Worth is
again, it's early in the
bottom tier.
season, and you have to win these ugly. Fort Worth is the definition of that.
Yes.
Winning ugly.
Winning ugly.
And that's what you expect when you play a Fort Worth team. Again, I was talking bad about them in the pregame show, talking about how there was no structure and it wasn't the Fort Worth team we expected. That is the Fort Worth team I expected.
Yeah.
That's the Fort Worth team we saw last season, all these seasons before. A rigid structure of a team who is just going to frustrate you.
Yes.
And I think that is kind of overlooked with our performance of like how good defensively Fort Worth is.
Yeah.
And I think that's something to build on of how you beat those kind of systems. And again, you have the chance to do them again.
In chat, yes, Randy, yes, the game is on Friday at 7 p.m. We usually have it at 7:30,
Yep.
but this season we have rolled it back 30 minutes, 7 p.m. at Lowry Field. Get your tickets at LubbockMatadors.com. We need to see you out there.
Yep.
If you see us out in the front row, come on down, say hi, come out and cheer with us, have a lot of fun here. Before we get into the last pint, we have a few sponsorships that we are contractually able to do. So, Caleb, get ready. Get your points formulated because I'm going to go on and have a little bit of an ad break here. Thank you so much to Lubbock Abstract and Title for sponsoring the Mozos. Whether buying, selling, refinancing, or building your home, Lubbock Abstract offers complete escrow, closing, and insuring services. Talk to Cam and tell him that the Mozos sent you. Also, make sure that you are going to mozos.org and then click on the little shop icon at the top. Or just go to shop.mozos.org because you got to get geared up for the Matador season at shop.mozos.org. Stylish hats, shirts, and stickers are all for sale and directly benefit the Mozos atmosphere home and away. We've got some great shirts already up on the store right now. You got the Run the Rager division there. You got the hat right there. But we have the TIFO shirt that we will be revealing the TIFO 4 at that home game, so grab it now. Get that expedited shipping. It should arrive by Wednesday or Thursday. Throw that on for the game. It's going to be a lot of fun there. We've got some very fun merch planned for the future as well. Also, while you're there, take a little peruse at the Mozos dues. Become a dues-paying member today. It's only $20 a year for Mozos Basic or $45 a year for Mozos Ultras. Well, what's the difference here, Caleb? What is the difference? I'll tell you what the difference is here. Mozos Basic gets you in the door. You become a voting Mozos member. You get to look at the exclusive content that we have. We have 4 interviews right now with team members of the Matadors, exclusive only for Mozos members as well. But if you got a little bit more green to spend, $45 a year will get you a brand new knitted scarf. Look at this bad boy. It's got Mozos on one side. It's got Dale Dale on the other. This is our brand new scarf for the season. It looks fantastic. Thank you for designing it, Caleb.
It wasn't me. I mean, I pushed the people in a direction. Yeah, shout out Global Scarves.
Thank you, Global Scarves, for helping us make this brand new, beautiful looking scarf. I'll flip it over. Oh, no. Oh, no. Which way is it? You have to do it this way. I thought I could flip it. But there you go. Mozos on one side. Dale Dale on the other. It's a fantastic little scarf here. And it's, you know how we had our knitted scarves for the first 4 years of our existence, for our first 4 years there. This one's like a hybrid. It is like knitted, but it's also nice and thin and nice and fluffy there. So go for it. So yeah, bring your bullhead. Great job. Have a blessed week. Thank you. You too, Randy. Have a great one. Go on over, and even if you don't want to get the Mozos dues as well, you can just buy this scarf outright on shop.mozos.org. But if you get the $45 tier for a year, you get this included alongside a free pint every home game. Benefits every single game of the season and more. You get a magnet. You get the scarf. You're going to get a lot more as we enter into the season. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a season-ending shirt as well that every Ultras member gets. So that's a fantastic thing as well. Let's transition here into the final pint. It's presented by Two Docs, official brewery of the Mozos, and the presenting sponsor of the Post Match Pint. Two Docs is the official brewery of the Mozos. Come by every game day for specials on their incredible selection of beer and wine. Mozos Ultras members get a free pint every pre-game party while supplies last. Sign up for the loyalty program. Every away day, it is $18. Every other day, it's $25. So if you're coming here for an away day party, grab it for that discount. $18 a month. It'll get you a free pint plus 20% off beer to go, 20% off merch. Great value there. So you can get up to 18 beers every single Matadors game. Well, now it's around 16. But yeah, you get around 16 beers during the season for free here from Two Docs. Come and grab that. Come on down or head to twodocsbrewing.com for more info. We are at the final pint here. Caleb, we have got some two beautiful looking Two Docs pints here. We got some Lubbock Light here. Cheers. Caleb, please give us your final pint thoughts.
Okay, it wasn't the performance we wanted, but it's the result we wanted. The big thing we're looking for is how you can improve from it. And I think the main thing we need to look at here is player-to-player communication, which will come with time. And so if you're... Sorry, he's making noises. As we come into this next week, the big thing we need to have is the support of the fans. These guys need to feel, because like the big thing today is they go into this game and they're struggling because it's such a relaxed environment. When you have the fire behind you, you want to run faster. And I think that's the big thing we need to look for is how can we, as fans, fire them up going into this next game?
Thank you for giving me so much run right there.
I know, I gave
gosh.
you some extra time.
It's been a minute since we've done the last chug, last pint here. But I'm going to give you a little bit more time because Caleb has had quite the day so far. His Celtic team wins the Scottish Premiership 5th in a row, which at one point they were 3rd in the Premiership. You can start drinking now if you want to, but 50 points behind. So, sorry, 50 points behind. So, Caleb, go for it. As Caleb said, we need the fan support to come out and really, really bring the house down. This is the first year in the USL2 system. This system, the United Soccer League, could bring us up to professional level, something that we did not see with the NPSL in the past. So we need fan support now more than ever. Come on out, grab your tickets. Tonight's result was a little ugly, but I hope we'll have a very dominant home opener on Friday at 7 p.m. at Lowry Field. Tickets are $15. Get yourself some season tickets and save some money. $60 for the basic, $40 for kids, $120 for premium, which you get a nice. You're good. You get a very nice shirt, a very nice jersey there, a very nice kit for you and your kids if your kids are on the premium program. Of course, I believe the premium is like $80. And the front office has not adjusted prices for inflation. So it is a better value now more than ever. They have not raised prices at all. You good?
Sorry, I burped and it came
You
back
burped
out.
and it came out a little bit. I was on the splash zone a little bit there. You're good. All right, well, Caleb, you can bring your mic down.
We're good.
You're good?
that burp, when I did the last swallow, it went down the wrong way.
Oh, that's not great.
And so, like, I was trying to, like, get it up, and I burped and it went on my hand. We're good. I didn't throw up.
You're okay. You're fine. You're fine. Well, before any of that, Caleb, final words, final thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, come out, please. Like, you saw the performance. These guys need to have the energy behind them. And if you don't do it for you, do it for them.
We will have a pregame potty. Pregame potty? Wow. Let's restart that here. We will have a pregame party here at the Two Docs parking lot on Friday. Time will be posted in the Discord and on our social media. We're thinking like maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
2 or 3. Come on out, have some fun. First 5 people will get a free pint on us. We'll start with 5, and then we'll expand from there. Come on out, have some fun. We will see y'all later. Have a fantastic night, and let's go Matadors. We'll see you at the home opener on Friday. Adios!